Another day, another batch of eShop deals, and this week I'm liking this selection a lot. My name's Alex, this is SwitchCorner, and if you do enjoy this video, subscribe, helps out the channel a huge amount. Alright, so in today's video, stay tuned for 11 games covering sales in the US, Canada, UK, EU and Australia. Also then watch out for 2 winners of 2 $10 eShop gift cards later in this video. And on top of that then, we also have 2 more $10 eShop gift cards to give away. Now we do this every single week, and all you need to do to enter is drop a comment down below. Those winners announced in next week's video. First up then, Vengeful Guardian Moonrider. In this game it is a blast. The gameplay, an action platformer which can be tough as nails at points, but if you like old school carnage, this is going to be the one for you. Think a 16-bit love letter and you're really going to get the idea. Now what I really like with this one is it adds a modernized twist with modifier chips that can be applied to your character. This will change the way you play, and for me that actually led to reasons to go back and replay it. The story then, you are a super soldier created as a weapon of war, but now you are rebelling and you are on the people's side. Great stuff, and it's topped off then with stunning pixel work and music, and yeah, 35% off here matches the low price, and you can find my review in the pinned comments. A Highland Song then is a relatively new release. It's another one I covered as well, so do find my review down below. I'd describe it as a narrative-driven adventure platformer. Now the concept, we are on a journey through a number of mountain ranges to meet up with our uncle, someone it seems we are close with, I guess, but only kind of from a distance thanks to written letters. Now sure, like occasionally the world can be a little tough to navigate, but I loved the relaxed pace. There's these stunning musical moments that require you platform to the beat of the music, and the visual style that is lovely as well. It's rounded out then with a stunning soundtrack, and it even got a free update recently which more clearly marks places you've already been to, meaning you can go back on a second run and kind of 100% it. There's basically this element in here that you will, go on the hunt, I guess, for finding secrets and different peaks. 30% off then is a new low price. Streets of Rage 4 then is a masterpiece of the brawler genre, and it's back matching the low with 50% off. Now my review is down below, but if you are a genre fan, you should have played this. If you haven't, grab it immediately. For me, it just gets everything right, maintains what we love about the series. It reintroduces many of, I guess, the expected mechanics, but then it adds new characters and new ideas that feel in keeping for the series. On top of this, then it has stunning hand-drawn art, it supports 4 players online, and the soundtrack is absolutely killer. I really have no complaints with this game, and if you want to drop a bit more cash, I'd say grab the DLC as well, and Mr. X's Nightmare that adds in additional modes. A shout out then to Fixture for sponsoring today's video. Now I'm a massive fan of this particular Switch accessory, and they've been kind enough to sponsor the channel on more than a few occasions. So what is it? Well, it's a Switch grip, and like many, back at the release of the Switch, I was looking for options that made playing easier. Joy-Con are personally too small for me, and I tried more than a few options. Then, however, Fixture came along, and I have never looked back because it allows me to use a Pro controller, and personally, that is all I need. It's not only my go-to as well, but the only way I now personally play on the go. If you do have one, I know many of you actually do, can you throw some love for it in the comments down below, please? More folks need to jump on this. So for me, it's been particularly useful recently as well. In fact, I'd describe it as a godsend because during my move, I haven't put it down. It's been next to me every step of the way. Hotels, during packing when I broke things down for my whole flight over, and even the first week or so in London while we were still, getting things situated. Best of all then, I've got a discount code for you all. The code SwitchCorner at checkout gives you $10 off any purchase over $20, and whether you have a Fee 1 or Fee 2 Switch, they have an option for you. They'll even be throwing in a limited SwitchCorner skin for those that jump on this promotion for the next 7 days, and that's a really nice touch. Don't worry though, we'll keep the discount running a little longer than that if the cash isn't to hand right now. But yeah, don't miss out, it's the best Switch accessory for on-the-go play in my opinion at least. And yeah, I've linked it in the pinned comment down below. So once again, thanks to Fixture for sponsoring the video. So maybe you've beaten Streets of Rage, I know many of you would have. If so, next up could be another great option for you all. That is TMNT Shredder's Revenge. Now, if you ask me which is the best brawler on the Switch, I'd go back and forth between these two games. I can never quite personally decide. Let me know your thoughts in the comments. I have many of the same opinions with this one, though. It's how I guess a years later entry should be treated, but this one does something real special in the fact it supports up to 6 players online and things just get absolutely wild. Now, I grew up on the Turtles personally, so I'll always have a soft spot for these characters. But yeah, it's just this good setup, I guess. Shredder's, as usual, up to no good, and the combat feels fantastic. This one then also has a DLC, but I've not played it myself, so I cannot comment on that. But yeah, another killer visual and audio presentation is packed in, and 33% off here matches the low price. Find my review in the pinned comment, check it out if you want all of the details. ASTRONEER then is 50% off. I'm a big fan of this one. It's for the sandbox fans out there, especially if you do like your sci-fi and low poly style, almost cartoonish. I just found the gameplay loop here to be incredibly addictive, where the idea is you land on a planet and you must make it livable. So what that equates to is explore, uncover resources, and build. Now, expect some minor survival elements such as oxygen management, but it's far from the most difficult in the genre. You can even terraform the land with a number of tools, which is great fun in my opinion, and it's particularly rewarding when you discover things like underground caves because of this effort. For on top of it all then, this actually supports team play via multiplayer online, and I do think it is a winner. Now, discount wise then, it's 50% off, matching the low price, and you'll find my review in the pinned comments. Animal World then is up next, and this is not a recommendation, rather maybe you'll want to join me for the ride, but it just launched. I didn't get a review code, as you all know. I'm trying to get back on top of things here, but I have got no patience after seeing reviews that are awarding it on the low end 9 out of 10, and then on the high end perfect 10s. It seems it doesn't disappoint basically, and I am just so ready for it. And my understanding is it's going to last a good 20 hours, and it's a Metroidvania styled adventure with platforming and puzzles. I love the pixel style throughout they've used, and I have high expectations, so do actually watch out for a review here on the channel very soon. Now, right now it's 10% off, a new low price, but that is a given considering it is a launch discount. Lil Gator Game turned out to be quite a surprise for me. I anticipated this relaxed journey, I guess, but it offered a more emotionally impactful story than expected. Now, you explore on an island, assisting characters in need by completing quests, and along the way you're going to be forming new friendships. Collectibles like art supplies enable you to craft new abilities and items, plus then you don't have to worry about tough challenges with this one holding you back, as there's no health bar to be concerned with. Now, at 40% off, it is matching the low price, and yeah, not a lot else to add here. It's far from the most complex game, but a really nice adventure that I do highly recommend. Our first winner of the week then, it's going to Delolly, who picked up a Sparklight, and that is a gem. Now, they were also thinking about picking up Warm Snow, and that game is a blast, highly recommended from me. Congrats on the win though. Drop me an email for the code, and everyone else, watch out for a second winner coming up here shortly in the video. The last spell then is a hidden gem in my opinion for tactical RPG fans, and look, sure, the controls can be a little finicky at points, and that's common knowledge with the Switch build, but I think it gets so much more right than it gets wrong. Now, as a warning, I know it's not for everyone, but it has roguelite elements in here, but the loop overall is great fun. So basically, you have a haven which you must protect. What that means is prepare heroes, rebuild, and position enemies in the daytime, but when night falls, prepare to battle all sorts of hordes. Now, the story, we are trying to save the day by banishing all magic, and yeah, good stuff. I think it looks great as well on the system, and it's 30% off, matching the low price. Infernax then is an action platformer with Metroidvania influences, and if anything, it is a love letter to the world of 8-bit gaming. Come here for simplistic gameplay paired with incredible challenge. Now, on that note, actually kind of a warning, if you do get frustrated easily, this probably isn't going to be the game for you. It for sure pushes you. Now, on to the good. I love the fact it has RPG elements with acquirable weapons and armor, and then gets real interesting with its leveling up. For on top of this, the fact it has multiple endings thanks to decisions you do make, and I think it is an absolute winner. Even the story, I think, is more involved than most. You arrive home after a war, the kingdom's in disarray, and you need to get to the bottom of what happened. It's matching the low price here with 33% off. Our second winner then is Tommy, who also highlighted Warm Snow. It's funny, I recommended that last week, and it clearly has influences from Hades. Now Hades 2 has actually dropped on Steam. Now, if anyone is thinking about grabbing that on Steam, do it. Absolutely incredible. Alright, so congrats on the win, Tommy. Drop me an email for the code, and everyone else, drop a comment down below for your chance in next Saturday's video. Might and Magic Clash of Heroes Definitive Edition then is our final game, and this is a gem, and at 30% off, matching the low price, in my opinion, it's another steal. I never did play this, but it was originally a 3DS game that got the upgrade and re-release treatment. Now, the concept, a strategy RPG that focuses on match-free gameplay as you explore this world and battle it out. Love the characters throughout, the hand-drawn art is really lovely, the story is entertaining, it's kind of centered around 5 different characters from different realms. They're battling a demonic plot, and then it's just packed with features. That's right, it's not just a 20-hour plus story, but expect PvP, including online, and all content from a previously released DLC. Just, yeah, it even has like good RPG, I guess, features such as gaining XP after each battle and watching attributes grow. It's one of those games where I need way longer to break it down, so do find my review in the pinned comment below. And that's the video done. Will you be adding anything to the library this week? Let us know in the comments. With that, a shout out to the patrons and the channel members who are going above and beyond to support SwitchCorner. It helps more than you know, so thank you all so much. Then hit subscribe, join us here for reviews, deals, news and lists daily, and I'll see you all on the next video. Thanks everyone.